Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's What to Wear Wednesdays. You know who I am. Cat in the Hat, your resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo, StarArchitects.com. Here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to the styling thing. Today we're going to be talking as we move forward towards next month starting to really engage you with some of the tactile things that you can use for your wardrobe. Today we're going to be talking about what to wear. So you need some staples before in a mindset and to get yourself into a mindset of what you're going to wear before you start going out and constructing your wardrobe. And the reason being is because when you know what your staples are, you know what looks good on you, you're going to save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money because you're going to brush past see, we're going to brush past any trends that are not going to align themselves with us and where we're looking to go. We're going to make sure that the colors that we are wearing are going to complement us and make sure that we look vibrant and virile. We're going to also make sure that the proper fit is always on us. So everything that we get, we'll take to the tailor immediately. What ends up happening for a lot of guys who are not getting their staples, they go purchase all these different types of things, but then when it comes to maintenance, they always have issues there. So the first maintenance thing that you're gonna have to do is take it to the tailor. I don't care if you have a fit model's body, and a fit model is that guy who generally is the person who tries on or wears the clothes for different brands when they're showing those to the people that they're selling to. Even if you have that body, there's certain things that you could utilize with the tailor that would make the garment look even better. One arm is still probably longer than the other. Your shoulder probably slopes to one side. And so all those different types of things you can make more investments in. But for the standard guy, you need to make sure that things are tapered, that they're nipped. Little things like that are going to create the details, those devilishly godly details that will help other people say like, man, where did you get that from? Is that custom? And you can be like, yeah, it is now. You know what I'm saying? And you can spend a fraction of the money for those different types of things. And I'm not just talking about suits. I'm talking about your shirts. If your shirts tend to bellow a little bit at the belly, so you tend to have a slightly wider shirt than normal, then you got to take that to the tailor or make sure that you're getting the proper size or the proper cut, which may mean a little bit more money because that is a more customized type of fit. If you're talking about your jeans, making sure that your jeans are hanging on your hips in the right way. So all these different types of things are going to be staples. What that's going to do when you're constructing your wardrobe is it is going to begin to wear well with you. So it's not going to be just you putting on the garments. It's going to be the way that the garment begins to break down. A lot of people will say, even when it comes to denim does not really get good. It doesn't really get into its cruising stage until about a year. So all these guys who have 400 pairs of denim, they're not really breaking their denim in properly because they haven't worn it enough. If you're a blue collar guy and you have denim and you're wearing two pairs like almost every other day, you're just switching them up, right? And certain people will tell you not to wash denim. I'm not going to talk to you about any sanitary things at this juncture. But if you're switching those up and you're wearing them every other day, then after a year, you start to see all those indentations from your wallet, from your phone, all those things that are going to start making the denim cool. You'll start seeing little tears that are beginning to be created due to abrasions. All those things are going to start developing that style. Is going to be constructing that style, and then after that you may buy one other pair of jeans. And we're not going to talk about what to construct just yet, but I just want you to get into the mind that you should have some staples. Right now, I have staples. I'm sure that you've seen like staple hats, the hats that I'm going to on a frequent basis. And what that ends up doing is that ends up communicating a signature style for you. So something that people begin to recognize you for. And for some reason, a lot of guys are telling me, I don't want to be boxed in. Don't limit me to this, or don't limit me to that. But I'm like, you don't do that in any other space. You don't go to your job and say, don't put me in a box. Don't limit me to where I want to where I'm going to be working. I'm all over the place. If you went to your boss and you told them that, they would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't think we can keep you on. When you go interview, you're very specific about what your job title is, what your role is, and how you're going to maximize that space to help that company yield money. When you are going out for dinner, you don't say, I'm not going to be put in a box. We're just going to try everything. No, that doesn't make sense. It would be, unless you're doing like a food run, you're trying to, do a tasting or something. But even in that space, you have to make very specific decisions, and that's part of being a man. That's part of you expressing your manhood, being definitive and finite about something and not being fluid about it. Women have that luxury, or the feminine energy has that luxury, I should say. And there is spaces for that after you solidify the foundation of your style. That's when you can deviate a little bit within the confines and begin to step outside of your situation. For me, told you I'm a sensual, romantic guy. So like when I'm creating those different types of things, for me stepping out of the box may be, throwing on a silk paisley shirt in the summertime, that when I'm going to, the beach, or I'm going to just relax around the pool, I can throw that on, throw on some, some shorts, some swim trunks, and be cooling with some sandals, again, if I'm at the beach or the pool, and a straw ivy cap, right? Like those little things, it's gonna make sense. It's going to be reflective of who I am and what I'm looking to represent, but it's not gonna be so formal. It's going to be a deviation from that, but people will still be like, "Oh, that makes sense for him to wear it." When you begin solidifying your style and making those statements in your style, what you're going to find is that people look for that consistency. People are looking for that awareness because it gives them access to you. What I think and what I believe is that a lot of guys, especially a lot of guys, are afraid to really create an imprint through their identity. They're afraid to create an imprint of their identity through their image, because if they do that, that leaves them vulnerable for somebody to really know who they are. But a man who is courageous and confident doesn't care, because he knows who he is, whether the clothes are on or the clothes are off. Only thing he's doing is making sure that the clothes reflect them. So try that on, see how it fits you. Please leave me some comments in the comment box about what your staples are. And if you don't know what your staples are, or you're having issues with that, make sure that you reach out to us at stylearchitects.com, where we can help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to the styling thing. Yo, you know what it is. I'm out here making sure that you are dressing yourself with the best of yourself, that your image and your identity are in an alignment, so that you can project the very best of who you are. So go out and be great. But then again, you already are. So keep being who you are. And don't forget that dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind. So you should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.